Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, hello, please subscribe down below, give this video a like, and today we're going to be doing this look. It was supposed to be a little darker, a little grungier, with like more dark gray in the center, but I guess I'm just a happy person and it ended up being like a very happy, playful, another 4th of July look, I suppose. I said it reminded me more of baseball, and saying baseball kind of reminded me of Home Alone, or kind of reminded me of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, where he's like, baseball! It's the baseball! I don't even remember exactly what he says, but that's what it's reminding me of.
Thank you to Rebecca Martin and Jennifer Metcalf for being the first people to comment on my last video. Be sure to check out Jennifer's channel. She's doing a giveaway when she hits 100 subscribers, and she does all sorts of makeup, vlogging, and remodeling and parenting videos, so you should go check that out.
Before this intro gets any longer, let's just get into the video, and hopefully you guys enjoy. I am so glad you guys have been enjoying me talking through these things, because I enjoy talking through these things. I enjoy feeling like I have friends even if I don't, so it's super nice to have like a friend, and I feel like you guys are my friend when I get to talk through a tutorial or talk at all. Also, sometimes I feel like my cleaning videos do better than my makeup videos, which is kind of sad in a way, but you know, we're not going to focus on that part. We're going to go in and put some concealer right there on the lid. I'm using the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. Honestly, it's probably the best drugstore concealer I have found. Most comparable to the Tarte Shape Tape I have ever found. I do like the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer, but this one is just a little bit better. Like the Photo Focus Concealer dries matte for me. It's got a nice wear to it for me, but this one just has way fuller coverage. I don't know which one's the right way to say that, but like for canceling out veining or any of that business, this is the way to go. For a nice, natural, beautiful, like if you're just trying to even out your skin tone a little bit, I would go with the e.l.f. or I'd go with the Wet n Wild, just because if you can't tell, because it is so full coverage, the e.l.f. concealer, you're going to, if it's not the exact like shade of your foundation or your skin tone, you're gonna be able to tell that you're wearing a concealer. We're gonna go into the James Charles, of course. Y'all, I am 110% ready for this Jeffree Star palette to get here, like now. We're gonna go into this blue right here. Not that I don't like the James Charles palette, I do. Obviously I use it for like everything, but it gets a little repetitive, and I want to be able to give you guys looks out of different palettes, and this is just the one that has the most versatility in it, so it happens to be the one I reach for the most, even though like I really do wish I was reaching into more, if that makes sense. Like, I don't always want to be in the James Charles palette. It's just like, if I need a bright blue and a bright purple, it's got it. If I need a bright orange and a bright red, it's got it. If I need a neutral brown and a pink, it's got it. So it's hard for me to realistically use any other palette right now. The Jeffree Star, although it doesn't have any neutrals, has a lot of bright colors, which is what I've kind of been feeling lately. And I know, I don't know about YouTube, but especially when I post on Facebook, when I do a very simple natural look, a lot of people love it, and I'm like, oh, you know, these are the looks that I love to do. It's just, I don't want to get repetitive, because I know if I get in my safe zone and I start doing neutral brown looks, that's all I'm going to want to do. That's all like, that is my aesthetic. That's where I want to be. That's, you know, we're just going from the inner and outer crease, or inner and outer corner into the crease, and just kind of making like a half circle, half moon, whatever you want to call it. If you have hooded eyes, you might have to go up just a tad bit so that this color shows. Back in high school, when wrinkles were not a thing for me, I used to put eyeshadow on, and my friend would always be like, how you don't have a single crease in your eyeshadow? And that'd be after like 8 hours of band practice in the blistering sun, like practicing on the blacktop in like 100-degree weather. And I'd be like, I don't know. But then I'd also be the one kid in like a sweatshirt and sweatpants during that time too, and they'd be like, how? I don't know, it was cold, so I put a sweater on at our last break. I think I'm low on iron, because I've always been, like, I think I've always been iron deficient, because I've always been cold. It's always been a thing that has happened to me. And like, it doesn't really affect me too awful much, except for like when it gets super cold. When I was out of the hospital, like freshly out of the hospital, I ate my placenta with both kids, and that would probably be the only time in my entire life where I was hotter than everybody else. And I'm pretty sure that's just because the iron in the blood that I was consuming. I'm sorry if that is too much. I should say trigger warning, but you know, I don't ever think about that. Stuff like that doesn't bother me. Okay, talking about stuff like that does not bother me. Actually seeing the blood does kind of bother me, but I don't know. I'm gonna go back into that light blue a little bit and just kind of, you might be getting 80s vibes here. You're like, ooh, that's too much for me. I completely understand. It's a little shocking. It's okay. We're going to set the James Charles palette aside for a minute. We're gonna dig into this palette, but first I'm going to cut a halo into my lids. So I'm going to take this e.l.f. Camo Concealer again, and I'm still using the whitest shade, or the lighter shade, because I've said this in a previous video, but the lighter you take the concealer on your eyelids, especially, the brighter the pigment's going to be on your eye. It's just going to be that next level bright. So I kind of got onto my stepdad this weekend because it's been raining a little bit here lately. Like, not every day, but it's been raining a lot. And we got a pool at the beginning of summer for my daughter because it's been hella hot. And with it raining, neither me or my husband have been out to work on the pool. And this weekend we started draining it. Like, we had cleaned it and it was starting to get super clear, but it was like a green clear, like the green color wouldn't go away. So we started draining the pool, and we were just gonna add more water to it. And my stepdad takes a picture of the pool and posts it on Facebook, and it's like, this is why we don't, this is why I didn't want a pool. And I'm like, excuse you, but if you have 2 kids and are constantly busy, like, you wouldn't have time to go out there and clean it either. And my husband just got, like, he works 10-hour days. He doesn't feel like going out there every single day, especially when it's raining, and it's not, it didn't happen. But, like, literally you can see there's a hose draining all the water out of it as we speak so that we can refill it. It's been, I was like, that was super rude of you to post. I was like, honestly, they have multiple pets in their house, and their pets mess all over their floor. And I was like, honestly, it'd be the same as me going into your house, taking pictures of your house and being like, this is why we only want 1 dog. This is why we don't have multiple pets, because I don't want feces all over my floor. And he was like, no, it wouldn't. I was like, yes, it would. And I'm sure if I did that, it would hurt your feelings. And he was like, no, it wouldn't. I was like, really? It wouldn't. It wouldn't hurt your feelings if I went into your house and basically made fun of your house? I was like, because I know if someone took pictures of feces on my floor, we don't have feces on our floor, but our house is a disaster 99.9% of the time because of my kids. But if someone posted that and was like, posted pictures of even just the mess on my floor and was like, this is why I don't want kids, I would be upset. I'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? So you can't tell me that if someone took pictures of your damn floor with dog shit on it, excuse my language, that you wouldn't sit there and be like, that was rude. Because I know I would. And maybe we're just different people. But to me, going in and taking pictures of people's property and making fun of them, whether, I don't know. It's like, well, it wasn't to poke fun at you. I was like, yeah, but, I mean, you literally took a picture of my property and posted it on Facebook. I got 2 kids I'm wrangling all day, and he's outside working all damn day. He doesn't want to come home and mess with that pool after it's been raining and freaking disgusting. I mean, that's just the way it is sometimes. But my husband was mad, and he was going off and trying to cuss my stepdad, and I was like, I mean, I've already talked to him about it. I've already got on to him about it. There's no point in you know, also arguing and, like, causing a bigger fuss than what I've already done. But it was super rude, and that's why I told him, and he was like, I don't think it's rude. Yes, it is rude. We're going back into this guy again, and we're going to take that silver glitter at the very bottom again. But first, we've got to put some glitter glue on. We need our glitter glue. But yeah, and then he was like, well, I already said I was sorry, and you just keep going and going. And I'm like, Troy, like, I'm not even, like, getting pissy with you. I'm not raising my voice. I'm not, like, none of that. I'm just telling you it was rude. He's like, well, I've already said sorry. I don't know what you want from me. You just keep going. And I'm like, I'm not, because you're sitting here acting like I'm cussing you out, and I'm not. I'm just telling you it was rude. I just want you to understand that there's, like, certain social things that you don't do. Like, I would not go into your house and take pictures of your floors and whatever, and make fun of the fact that, like, literally last week you got another dog when you can't even take care of the two that you already had, that have been living that way for years. And I feel bad for those, like, animals, but they're my parents, and, like, what the fuck do I do about that? Like, either way, I told him it was rude. My husband's having a hard time with it. He's mad. Well, not anymore, but he was, like, super pissed the day it happened. And I understand, because that's fucking rude. And my stepdad's just like, I don't understand why. You guys in the comments, let me know. Do you think it was rude? Or do you think we should just get off our lazy asses and clean the pool? I mean, technically that's what we were doing the day that he... Actually, not even the day he said something. We had cleaned the pool, like, last week. And it was, like, clear but green, if that makes sense. Like, we had gotten all the debris and stuff out of it. It's just that it had already gotten dirty, so now the pool was, like, green. And, like, even though the chlorine had gone through, and the baking powders, baking soda, whatever you want to call it, had, like, set in and everything, it was too late. It was already green. It was clean, but it was green. If that makes sense. And even that we weren't comfortable with, so we were draining. Like, that's what we were doing the day he took that picture. We were draining the pool because we had already cleaned it, but it wasn't, like, the color that we wanted, so we were draining it. Which I don't understand how he didn't see, because my husband's in the middle of working on the yard, and he's had to, like, carry dirt from a huge mound we had, because like the ground was uneven, and it was, like, making this huge hump in the ground where someone had, like, dug out where our driveway was, and then instead of, like, evening out the ground, they just left the pile there for grass to grow and stuff. So we had this, like, huge hump in the middle of our yard with like a mountain, like, it was literally like an itty bitty mountain. It was just so obnoxious. So he went and dug up all that dirt and put it in another part of the yard that was lacking a little bit of dirt. And so now we have, like, two big dirt patches that need to grow grass, but the ground is more even than it was before. And to avoid hitting that, he put a long hose on the pool so that it would drain into the gravel in the driveway. So I don't know how he missed pulling up in the driveway and this long hose letting out water from our pool, but regardless, I messaged him and I told him, you know, it was rude. It was a rude post to make. Not to mention, my mom is a grown-ass woman without a job. Granted, I don't have a job either, but I have 2 kids to look after, which is a job in itself. Like, they keep me busy all day long. My mom sits up in her room and lays all day long. You telling me she don't have time to clean a pool? I'm telling you, you're a liar, or she's a liar. Like, if I wasn't afraid my daughter would, like, suffocate my son, I'd be out cleaning the pool, but like every time I walk away, my daughter's like, "Here, Bubby, let me help you with this," and she's like climbing on top of him, trying to like help him with things he doesn't need help with. She's not trying to be like rude or hurtful or anything. She just doesn't understand that, you know, he's not a toy and he needs to breathe. You know what I'm saying? Like she just doesn't grasp that he's also a human being. Damn it, I literally just had that one open. It just doesn't click in her mind that, you know, he needs the things that she also needs, like air and mommy and daddy and attention and like all the stuff that she cries for as a 2-year-old. Only he's 1. Or almost 1. He can't do anything for himself yet. Besides, like, feed himself food that you've already given him. That you've already pre-cut for him. Pre-cooked, whatever. My daughter's pretty much to the stage where she can go in the cabinet and get anything she wants, anything she's craving. So that makes like that easier. I've when Daddy's home, she's less independent, but I've pretty much raised her, or I'm pretty much raising her to be independent. Like, not like take care of herself, blah 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 blah, but like, you know, if she's hungry and me and Vance are busy, or like I'm home alone with both kids all day, so like if I'm changing Adam's diaper or, you know, something that I can't really walk away from until I'm done, and she has to go to the bathroom, she can pull herself up on the potty. If she's thirsty, she knows how to take her cup off the table and put it to the refrigerator and get herself some water. You know, she's not like, she can drink out of a regular glass, so she doesn't have to undo like lids and stuff, because if you're using a sippy cup, then she'd probably still need my help. Even though if it's a loose lid, she can undo that, but I don't think she could do a sippy cup lid because I'd probably tighten it to the point where, unless it was me or Vance, it couldn't be opened just because of spills and stuff. Plus, she's like independent, so she thinks that she's got to do all of this. So if it did have a lid, she'd be undoing the lid for like silly reasons. Like, doesn't even need to be open. She'd be like, I undid it so I could take a sip, even though the sippy cup lid has a lip for me to drink out of. You know, 2-year-old logic. Me and my friend were talking about being a polyamorous. Is that the word where you're in a relationship with multiple people? I don't know. I don't know the correct term for it. We were talking about it, and I was like, I could honestly, like, I could see the benefits of being in one. Like, not the like dirty parts, but like with 2 kids, Vance and I don't get a whole lot of time to like connect very often, and often I'm left feeling kind of on my own, and like, I don't know, it's just, I'm by myself a lot, so I could see the benefit of having another person. Like, I would never do it. I'm too jealous. I can't handle like anyone even looking at Vance or talking to him in a way, but like I could see the benefit of even having another girl around just to like talk to and like share things with, because I get lonely and I feel lonely a lot, and to have like somebody listen to my problems, whether it be another girl or Vance or another guy, I could see the benefits, because, you know, that would pretty much avoid you being alone at any point, because then you'd have someone to talk to, or at least I would at all times. But like I said, I get way too jealous for any of that. Like, I couldn't imagine seeing Vance kiss another girl and not be. Are any of the people watching my channel in polyamorous relationships? That's probably not the word. I feel like it is. It's probably not. But are any of you in a relationship with multiple people? If you are, do you like it? Do you not like it? If you're not, could you see it being beneficial? Or are you like me and find it more problematic than beneficial? Like, I'm one of those people that understands but could never like see myself doing it, if that makes sense. Like, I can see the want or the benefit of it. I just couldn't ever do it myself, if that makes sense. Probably said that like 6 times, but you know, just thinking about it, I understand. I do. Like, I see where it would be nice to have someone around to talk to when Vance was busy or when I was busy, which is a lot of the times. Like, I spend a lot of time with the kids, and he's working all day, so I don't have anybody to talk to. And like, yeah, I do appreciate him working all day, and I shouldn't complain about it. But then when he gets home, he just wants, you know, his silent time, and I'm ready to talk and like, because besides yelling at the kids, I've had my quiet time. My whole day has been either yelling or completely silent. My wings are definitely not even. That's for sure. And we're not covering them up with lashes today, I've already decided. I can't tell if I want more blue or if I want red. I'm going to go in with red just to keep in with the spirits. But on like a regular weekday, I probably would just go in with more blue. If it weren't like the 4th of July week, I probably would just go in with more blue. Bead. That's not what this week is. This week is 4th of July week. My son is 1 on Thursday. On Thursday. And I'm watching Casey Holmes like crazy because I'm ready for her to have her dang baby. And see if her and my son have the same birthday, okay? Probably not. I'm wanting it so bad his birthday will probably end up being like the 6th or the 10th or something. But I want to know. I'm ready for it. Like, on the one hand, awesome, you've kept your baby in for 39 weeks. It's healthy. It's happy. it's gonna come out being a little chunker, but also I wanna know. I'm so impatient. Like, just tell me. Yes, I realize that's impossible because she hasn't had the baby yet, but damn it anyways. I'm ready. I'm gonna take the highlighter I used on the rest of my face, on my little pinky here. Put some right there. It's kind of actually giving me more baseball vibes than 4th of July, but I just want that like a kick shinier. I don't know if it's giving it to me. Does it look shiny? I don't know. Probably is, but because it's like almost the same skin tone color as my skin tone, it's not like really popping for me. I don't know. Call me crazy. It's giving me baseball vibes, and thinking of baseball is making me think of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, where he's like, baseball! Where he's talking about it going through the window. Maybe it's when they're tiny and like in the backyard trying to make it back to the house, but they're like, the little boy's like, baseball! Also, who else was in love with the big brother? Because I was. I think his name was Rusty. Sometimes I overline my lips a little bit. Not on purpose, but like I have no... If you look, I really don't have very much on the side of my lips to just make them look like regular lips. What do you guys think? Should I not do that? Should I? I've done it in like 1 or 2 videos where, especially if I'm not using the liquid lip, if I'm just using a lipstick, especially since lipsticks move, I tend to just put it on my lips, and I've put it on in a few, and like editing and looking back, I'm like, ooh, that looks so weird, because my lips go straight down and like the corners of my mouth are like missing pigment. So yeah, I've done it in a few videos, and if you've noticed and you're like, what is she doing? That is the actual shape of my lips. This is overlined a little bit. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and leave a comment down below letting me know what look you'd like to see next, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.